I want to bring in one of India's most seasoned political correspondents who joins us on this big story. Let me bring into this conversation Rajdeep Sardesai for more on this. And Rajdeep, whether it's war or peace, everyone hears it first on India today. And this is a big step, at least towards a ceasefire, if not peace yet. Rajdeep, what do you make of what US President Donald Trump has written on Truth Social?
Look, Gaurav, this is huge because clearly there has been this buzz about back-channel talks taking place with the United States at different levels being involved. You will recall last night we spoke to Fareed Zakaria, and he said there were two views within the Trump administration. One reflected by J.D. Vance, the vice president, who said this is India's matter and virtually washing their hands of it. And there was Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State in NSA, who we are told has been constantly in touch with both sides. The key, though, is we are told there was a direct call to General Asim Munir this afternoon. And I think that was the clincher, that the Pakistani general was spoken to directly. Until now, the conversations were taking place at the level of Shahbaz Sharif and at Dr. Jaishankar here. Yeah. When that conversation went to the Pakistani general, you got a sense that the Americans were serious and were taking their mediation efforts to the next level. And in that sense, I think both sides will probably, and you'll see a reflection of that, perhaps this evening. We've had 2 evenings of constant drone attacks by the Pakistanis and then Indian retaliation. I hope, given what Donald Trump has said, you will probably finally see some light at the end of the tunnel, Gaurav.
And in this situation, Rajdeep, your appreciation, can Pakistan at this stage be trusted to fulfill its commitments given Pakistan's past track record?
Well, Gaurav, I don't think the US president would put himself on the line unless he's got some firm assurance. It doesn't necessarily mean, and you're right, that Pakistan in the future may not engage in similar misadventures like they did in Pahalgam. But clearly, for now, I think this statement clearly shows a willingness on both sides. And I think we need to emphasize that on both sides to pull back a bit. Because unless both sides pulled back, this was never going to be resolved. Because there is anger in India, visible anger at what Pakistan has done, and Pakistan needed to satisfy its domestic constituency and get the army some of its lost legitimacy by seemingly taking on India. So I think, given the fact that the US president, no less, Gaurav, has put his reputation on the line with this kind of statement on Truth Social, then retweeted by J.D. Vance, it would seem, and as I said, given Marco Rubio's conversation with General Munir earlier today, it would seem that there is some hope that the Pakistanis have finally seen sense and realized that this is a war they can't win. And the last thing that they want, given the fact, remember also, Gaurav, that they got their IMF bailout yesterday. There are those who are linking this announcement also to that bailout. Having got the bailout, they get a bit of breathing space.